Have you ever felt so nervous in a job interview that you were at a loss for words? I call this interview anxiety, and it's by far one of the biggest reasons people fail their interviews. And today, I'm going to show you how to avoid interview anxiety so employers see your best side, not your nervous one. But before we get started, some of the tools and tips that I'm going to discuss in this video can be found in this guide, and you can grab this for free from jobinterviewtools.com/top10. Now, one more thing, only a small percentage of people that actually watch my videos are subscribed. So if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. So let me show you why interviews make you so nervous and what you can do about it. You see, your interview anxiety is a result of two things. One, being unprepared. And two, focusing on yourself instead of the employer. And here's what I mean by that. You see, most job seekers only go into an interview having done some light interview preparation. They read over some questions, they think about how they'll answer those, when they're asked them in the interview. But thinking about how you'll answer questions and actually doing it are two completely different things. For example, what if an actor for a play only practices lines in his head? How well do you think he'll be able to deliver them in a live performance? Probably not so good. Now, the same holds true when you're interviewing for a job. If all you do is practice your answers in your head, you'll be a disaster during the interview. You'll instantly forget what you wanted to say, and then you'll start fumbling all over your words, and then you'll really get nervous, you'll lose all of your confidence, and then, your interview just goes downhill really fast. Sound familiar? Don't feel bad. It's happened to me too. But you see, the key to preparing your answers for a job interview is to rehearse them out loud while imagining or visualizing yourself being in the interview. And you never want to memorize your answers because memorization is the lowest level of learning, which really means the content of your answers never gets wired into your cognitive memory, which means that you'll only be able to say your answers one way. And if you get interrupted or you get off track, sidetracked, with what you're saying, and that will happen, the only way you'll be able to continue your answer is to start over. And since that's really not an option in a job interview, you'll end up getting really nervous and then you'll just crumble. You'll go to pieces. You probably just walk out the door. I don't know. But that's where interview anxiety is born. And if you don't fix it, you'll carry your anxiety over to the next interview, only to repeat your last interview performance. And then interviews are going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. So to really get prepared, you want to rehearse your answers by saying them out loud without reading them from script, and then start saying them and practice saying them different ways. Don't keep practicing your answer the same way because that's memorizing. The key is to rehearse them while imagining yourself in the interview. And to take it one step farther, even record yourself on your phone to hear how you sound, while listening for the energy in your voice. And if you don't hear the energy in your voice, put some in there so you don't sound monotone. And just doing this one thing alone will drastically improve your ability to give strong answers in a job interview so you feel prepared and confident all the way through from start to finish. Now, I said there were two reasons for interview anxiety. Now, the second thing you must do in the interview that so many candidates forget is to focus on the needs of the employer as if you're there to help them. The key is to focus on what is most important to them by carefully reading the job description and understanding what they're looking for in this position, and then to show them that you understand, by vocalizing that in the interview. And when they hear you talking about how you're going to do this job, while using the same words that they use to write the job description, you're going to build tremendous rapport with them because you've shown them that you understand their needs. And demonstrating an understanding of a company's needs and showing them how you can do the job is probably one of the smartest things you can do in an interview. Don't beat them over the head with all of your skills. Just the ones that are most important to them. And keep this in mind. Employers are selfish. They're really only concerned with what you can do for them. They don't want to hear about how this job is going to benefit you, but how you'll benefit them. So to stand out in the interview, tell them what your own plans are for the job, tell them how you're going to do it, and tell them how you're going to overcome any hurdles. And make sure you know something about the organization that you're interviewing with by researching them before the interview. And let them know that, well, you're not afraid of trying new things or wearing many hats. I mean, you can really set yourself apart from your competition when you can show them that you know how to get things done without a lot of direction. And let them know that you're a team player, you're a leader, you're a teacher. Back it up with real examples from your past experience. I mean, you may not realize it, but in one way or another, you've been all three of these. And lastly, keep your answers focused, short, and on point. And don't feel like you have to talk for 5 minutes to answer each of their questions. I mean, if you do, you're just going to bore them to tears. And to get started with practicing your answers, make sure you grab this guide right here from jobinterviewtools.com/top10, because it goes deep into some of the most common questions that you're going to get asked in an interview. And when you do all of these things and you do them well, you'll instantly catapult yourself to the final round of interviews. And then it's just a matter of closing the deal. And if you've been hanging around my channel for a while, you'll have no trouble doing that. So with that being said, my friend, that's all I have for you today. I wish you the very best on your next interview. And again, you can get this book from jobinterviewtools.com/top10. Just put in your name, email address, tell me where to send it. And like I said, it's going to go deep into all those common questions that you're going to get asked. You know, tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work here? Now, I have another book. It's called The Complete Interview Answer Guide that has about 140 different questions in it. Goes deep into all those and behavioral questions and phone interviews and everything else like that. And you can get that from jobinterviewtools.com. I actually have a copy of that. Let me show it to you. Right here, my friend. This book here, it's available in hard copy, audio, video, and you can download this anytime from jobinterviewtools.com. It's like $50. It's a no-brainer. This book is really a no-brainer to have before your next interview. This one here, this is going to get you started. And if you like this, you're going to love this, because like I said, it's got like 140 pages in here. It's going to go deep. It's going to give you all the insight that you need to feel confident, to get rid of all that interview anxiety, feel comfortable, and really show interviewers who you are as a person and give them that feeling that you're able to get things done. All right, my friend, that's all I have for you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, what's holding you back? Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.